Assalamualaikum and a very good morning to my pupils. So today we will review on countable and uncountable nouns and quantifiers. So without further ado, let's start. So before we move on, let's take a look at these pictures. Are they countable or uncountable nouns? Pause the video to guess. Ta-da! If you got it correct, then well done. Alright, in this lesson, you can construct sentences using countable and uncountable nouns and quantifiers. You can also describe pictures orally using countable and uncountable nouns and quantifiers. Alright, let's look at countable nouns first. Countable nouns are the nouns that we can count. Number 1. Countable nouns have singular and plural form, such as egg, eggs, apple, apples. Number 2. Countable nouns can have a, an, or a number before them. For example, I have a tomato. She has 3 oranges. Now, let's look at uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns are the nouns that we cannot count. Number 1. Uncountable nouns only have singular form. For example, milk. We don't say milks. We say bread. We don't say breads. Number 2. Uncountable nouns cannot have a, an, or a number before them. For example, she has a rice. That is wrong. We usually say she has some rice. I have a milk. Also wrong. We usually say I have some milk. Alright class, these are the examples of countable nouns. We have 3 tomatoes, a carrot, a burger, and 3 bananas. Remember, we can use singular and plural. Right, these are plural, a carrot singular, a burger singular, and 3 bananas plural. Alright. Now let's look at uncountable nouns. Uncountable nouns usually made of smaller parts, such as rice or flour or cheese. It can also be in liquid or gaseous form, such as milk, orange juice, and smoke. Okay, I hope you understand about countable nouns and uncountable nouns. Let's proceed with quantifiers. What are quantifiers? Quantifiers are used to show quantity. Let's look at countable nouns first. We use many for countable nouns, such as how many apples are there? We can use some, such as there are some tomatoes. We can also use any. There aren't any burgers. And a lot of. There are a lot of oranges. Now, let's look at uncountable nouns. We don't use many here. We use much. How much pasta is there? We can also use some. There's some rice. We can use any, such as there isn't any cheese. And we can use a lot of. There's a lot of meat. So if you see, the only difference here is many and much. We use many for countable nouns. We use much for uncountable nouns. The rest is the same. However, countable nouns we use for singular and plural. Okay, let's look. Are plural. Are plural. Aren't plural. And are plural. But in uncountable nouns, we can only use singular, such as is, isn't, and there is. So, uncountable noun is only for singular. Alright. Okay, class. That's all for our class today. Thank you and see you later.